Hi everyone, it's Coach Fred back here to talk more about the unit circle. Today we're going to talk about the radian measures of degrees along the unit circle. But a reminder, a circle centered at the origin with a radius of 1 is a unit circle. Its equation is x squared plus y squared. When we look at unit circles, we're going to really be talking about 3 different values that appear on the unit circle: the degree measure, the radian measure, and the ordered pair or the coordinate point at each of those degree or radian measures. Yesterday, we looked at the degree measure all the way around the unit circle. We also focused on the fact that it related, those degree measures came from the special right triangles. And again, watching that special right triangle relationship video as you enter trig would have been really, really important. And we talked about the basic radian measures. We said that 0 radians would be where you'd start. In the positive x-axis is always where we start, and we always rotate counterclockwise. So at 90 degrees, we'd be at pi over 2 radians. We'd be at pi radians at 180 degrees, and we'd be 3 pi over 2 at 270. And then one time around, we'd be at 2 pi radians. But now let's look at these angle measures we had, and let's see if we can turn these into the radians we need. Well, remember I said to you that all of them are reference angles in quadrant 1. Well, if you want to think about it as a proportional or a ratio of the circle, if pi is 180 degrees, then 30 over 180 degrees would be 1/6 of pi. And that's exactly what it is. So it would be pi over 6 radians, okay? All right, 45 over 180 would be 1/4 of pi. So therefore, pi over 4 radians. And 60 over 360, 60 over 180, spoke there, would be 1/3, which would be pi over 3 radians. All right, now I could keep extending that, but remember I said that these were all reference angles. The purple dots refer to each other, the 45 refer to each other, the 60 refer to each other. So learning all these other angles, yes, it's important to know where they are, but we're always going to go back to 30, 45, 60, pi over 6, pi over 4, pi over 3. One way to find each of their locations is to think about them in terms of pi. For example, if I look at the 30-degree angle, I know it refers to 150. So what I decided to realize is that, okay, well, if I turn pi into pi over 6, it would be 6 pi over 6, which means that 150 would actually have to be 5 pi over 6, and 210 would have to be 7 pi over 6. Why? Well, because they go in order, a fractional relationship all the way around. I can use that same idea at 2 pi. If it was the pi over 6 angle, I could call pi over 2 pi 12 pi over 6, which would mean that the radian at 330 would be 11 pi over 6. Again, this is a review, so this should be just a way to help you remember what quadrant they're in. Okay, we'll do the same thing with pi over 4. If I take pi and I make it 4 pi over 4, that's just another way to write pi. So 135 would have to be 3 pi over 4, and 225 would have to be 5 pi over 4. Okay, and then if I go to 315 and I made 2 pi 8 pi over 4, well, that means 315 would have to be 7 pi over 4. Hopefully you're seeing how this is all coming together. All right, let's look at the last one, the pi over 6 angles. The pi over 3 angles. So I'm going to turn pi into 3 pi over 3, which would make 120 2 pi over 3. It would make 240 4 pi over 3. And if I made 2 pi 6 pi over 3, it would make 300 5 pi over 3. Again, notice that all the blue dots have a pi over 3 angle in their measure. Well, think about it. 60 degrees times 2 is 120. Well, pi over 3 times 2 is 2 pi over 3. Pi over 3 times 3 is 180, so pi. And so on. And that's why we always say we want to look back at our reference angles. Again, our reference angles, 60, 45, 30 in degrees, pi over 6, pi over 4, and pi over 3 in radians. Now, I don't want you to lose sight of the quadrantal angles. I'm going to say that again. The quadrantal angles are the angles that are right on the axis. So pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. All right, guys, so that's my quick review of the radian measures of the unit circle. There's one more video where we talk about the coordinate points. All right, have a great day.